Ladies and gentlemen, my homie and my homies, thank you guys for clicking on this video. And we have a lot to talk about today when it comes to Sparkling Zero. Or Sparking Zero. I don't know why I keep calling Sparkling, but Sparking Zero. So we are here. Again, this is within 24 hours of the game dropping. The game has not been out for a week. So what I'm saying right now is just what I noticed within the first 24 hours of the release. This is actually 3 days early. A lot of people have still not gotten the game. A lot of people have gotten the game, but let me know in the comments have you guys have liked the game so far. The game is still great, still going to play the game. It's just some things that I've noticed. First thing I have noticed, which is notable for anybody who played the game, defense is something that's a very important factor when it comes to Sparking Zero. You have to be precise. You have to know exactly what you're doing. You have to be mindful of your key and your key gauge, things of that nature, because it's going to be your make or break. If you do be careless with those bars, you are going to be punished for it, and it's going to do some mad damage in which it is going to hurt. um Something that I've noticed is that when a person enters their sparking mode, which is pretty much that not transformation, but if you hold your key gauge long enough, you will see a bar where your key gauge lights up pink, and that is when you enter what's called sparking mode. That's how you're able to use your ultimate and things of that. But another thing you can do what's in sparking mode that a lot of high ranking players and things like that have been using, you can use that as a never ending combo. Like in a sense, you can just spam combos over and over and over and over again, and the person, if they don't have enough, the person that's being hit with it, if they don't have enough key gauge or enough you know defensive meter or anything like that, they have to tank that. And depending on who the character is that's applying that damage, that could be an easy way for you to access the nether realm. So you don't want to be hit with that. You definitely want to be cautious of it. One thing that I have noticed that when it comes to defense for it, again, if you, even if you have key, if you don't have enough, if you don't have a revenge counter bar, which is pretty much that bar that lights up underneath your name, there's in a sense no way to get out of that never ending combo. I've seen some instances where I have been able to get out of it. There was something that I used with my special move I did. I don't know what I did to activate it, but pretty much how I did it was, actually I don't even know how I did it. I believe I used R2 in one of the buttons that for the moves, but either way, it gave me this Ultra Instinct type of animation in which I was dodging every move bro made, and I was able to counter it. I don't know how I did it. I have not been able to do it since. No one else I fought against has been able to do anything with it. So I'm pretty sure as the game goes on, there's going to be a lot more people who are going to touch on it and find out more things that we have not been able to see as of right now. So again, a lot more people are going to be coming to the game. It's going to be a lot more people that's going to be able to find, little loopholes and things like that that are able to, possibly counter that. When it comes to ultimates, matter of fact, before we go on to ultimates, recoveries is something that, another thing that I have noticed. Recoveries are very important, but one recovery that stands out that's very, very much so, it's a weak point in a sense, is knockbacks. If you get hit with a knockback and you don't get hit towards the ground or into like a building or something where you can recover from it, if you get hit into the ground, like up on the stick and X, for you guys that's on Xbox, just up on the stick and A, you can definitely recover from it quicker. But if you're getting knocked back in the air, there's a 2-second window of where you can't do anything before your character recovers. And if you have done the advanced training with Piccolo, you know exactly what I'm referring to. That knockback, there's like a 2-second animation before your character can even recover from it. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. I've tried. That's just the animation. And within those 2 seconds, you can be hit with an ultimate. You can be hit with, a special move, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it, to get out of the way. You're going to have to tank that move. In a sense, I don't like that, because if you have the defensive bar and meter for it, I feel like you should be able to stop that. At least maybe it's because I've mistimed my defensive, my defensive against those, but I haven't been able to do it, and I feel as though I'm pretty okay when it comes to timing it, and no one I've fought against in ranked has been able to counter it either. So that 2-second animation that it looks like, you are going to be hit with that move, and that could be a make or break for a win or loss. So that's something that I have very much so caught on to it. I feel like maybe the time should be shortened to like 1 second. Maybe you can be hit with a special move, but to be able to get hit with the ultimate that takes out almost, depending on who, 2 bars of health, it's kind of crazy to me. I have been using Gohan and things of that, but when it comes to ultimates, there are some characters on the game that has unblockables. I have not played with every character in the game, but you know, on my rank grind, character that I have seen that does have an unblockable ultimate, one being Majin Vegeta. If you remember the Buu saga, Majin Vegeta has that move where, you know, he self-destructs himself and takes Buu with him. That move is in the game. What I have noticed is that that move does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage, but it does have a short range on it. But the reason why I was hit with it is because I was applying pressure to Majin Vegeta. I was giving that boy hands and feet. Hands and feet. He was getting tossed around, but he threw out a random ult. You know, in every game there's some random ults, but he threw out the random ult. And one thing, and the crazy thing is, I was able to react to it. Meaning I was trying to block it. And then it hit me. And I was confused. Then, you know, it turns out it is unblockable. There's nothing that you can do. And, you know, and when you're that close and, you know, the animations like freeze time in a sense, you have to fight or flight, you know, and I haven't really figured out a way to disengage. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should try flying up, but I don't know how high or how far I can get with doing that. But either way, I tried blocking it, and I got hit with an easy bar and a half gone from that move. But since it is a self-destruct move, it does do damage to Vegeta, but you know, of course, not nearly as much as it does to you. But it won't kill the player. Like it won't take all his life, if you know, if that makes sense. So you're losing like 2 bars where he loses like, I guess, like half of his. And the crazy thing is though, the person I was going against tried to spam the move again right after that. So to me, I think that means that it doesn't fully off your character. It just makes you 1 HP. Because I'm telling you, that boy was down like 25 HP and tried to do the move again. So I'm guessing the move will take damage from you, but it won't completely off you. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've noticed. Or maybe if he takes you with him, it gives him the win because it was his move. I'm not 100% sure, but that's something that of course we're going to figure out. As more people play the game, more people use the character, things we are going to find out. Another character that has a crazy move is Kid Buu. Kid Buu, I tried to cancel out his ultimate with my Super Kamehameha, and of course I let him charge it because I thought we were going to clash, but I was in for a rude awakening. You cannot clash that. I don't know, maybe if I did something wrong, but I was not able to clash Kid Buu's, you know, planetary, you know, bomb that he uses. I was not able to do anything with it. It definitely did a lot of damage. We were only in the match for like a minute, and it was over with that one move, which is crazy. Like, and I thought I could counter it with my ultimate. Boy, was I wrong. Maybe, I don't know if I wasn't far enough, but I feel as though I was at a pretty nice distance, but it did not work. So, but some good characters I have run into, any hit I have played has been very, very good. Any Trunks I have played has been good as well. So those are the 2 characters that I have seen has been top tier of the game so far. And also GT Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, that has also been one of the characters. You know, Ultra Instinct Goku was outrageously good. There are a few characters, but yeah, that's just what I've noticed so far within the first 24 hours of playing the game. We have a lot more Sparking Zero to play, a lot more to learn, and I just want to share this with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys like about the game and how you feel about it so far. The game is obviously great. It's going to be around for a long time. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we on to the next one.